Okay, so I was driving to Vacation Bible School with myself, my son, and my daughter, my little cousin. And we were followed by the police officer and then eventually pulled over. I immediately pulled over, and when I realized they weren't coming to the car, I looked out the rearview mirror. I saw that two officers had their guns drawn. I rolled my window down, and they told me to step out the car. Well, put my keys on the dashboard, step out the car, and walk back to them. I did that. Once I got to them, they handcuffed me. And then they told me why I was being pulled over. They said that my tag came back stolen. And then my children hopped out the car and all that stuff. And then I'm telling them the car is not stolen, it's my car. And then one of the officers told me that depending on how they put the tag number in, it came back with different hits. One hit came back stolen from Texas, and the other hit came back registered to me. Then they showed me, I guess to promote transparency, and then they released me after asking if I was Nia Williams.
And they put cuffs on you, right?
Yes.
And did they have guns?
Yes, two of the officers had guns out, and when they instructed me to get out of the vehicle.
Again, what was going through your mind when this was happening?
Well, because I didn't know the reason for being pulled over, I was afraid. To be honest, I am black, so having police officers with their guns out and me not knowing the reason for being pulled over, I immediately associated it with a lot of other things that happened in this country, and I was very afraid. I thought I was going to get shot.
So they're saying that the plate basically was associated with a crime in Texas, but just never got cleared.
Right.
Like, what's going through your mind when you hear that?
That would make sense if the officer didn't already tell me that they put the tag in incorrectly.
So that seems to you like it doesn't.
So my tag number is a J. Cole song, because I love J. Cole, and there is a 0, and the officer put it in as a 0, which came back registered to me, and then they also put it in as an O, like the letter O, which came back registered to the stolen vehicle in Texas. I think that I think what it is they just couldn't tell if it was a 0 or an O, so they tried both ways, which makes sense. But one of them was stolen and one of them was not stolen. So to me, it would have been appropriate for them to, one, confirm that they had the right tag number, and then confirm who I was, because this could have been avoided.
Ask police if it was like different license plates, because that's what it sounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they said it's the exact same license plate. Like the DMV got that plate. Like when you got your car, the plate here in Virginia,
right?
They got it from, like it had gotten reissued out of Texas.
Right. That's what that is what they're saying, but that contradicts what the officer told me.
That's confusing. Have you talked to them at all since then?
So the day after the incident, they called me. The sergeant called me, and he was very apologetic, and he tried to re-explain everything. At that point, they were still blaming the DMV. So he just said it was the DMV's fault, and that they were sorry, and they were sorry.
Have you talked to them at all since then?
No, I did request the body cam footage, the license plate queries, all of that. They have denied my request because it's a part of an internal investigation. So I have not been able to get it, but hopefully we'll be able to appeal that decision.
Why did you request that?
Because the biggest thing I think in this case is that I need to know what happened with them putting it in. If this was an honest mistake, if the tag is the same, then that's different. That was an honest mistake. But the officer telling me and them showing me that there was 2 ways of them putting it in, and one coming back to me and one coming back to Texas, that's a different story. And that's something that they've not said. They've almost intentionally missed that point in all of their responses.
So how are you doing?
We're taking it day by day. I am still greatly affected. Sometimes I spend a lot of time thinking about what could have happened, and just kind of stuck in the feelings that I was feeling when I was backing up to the police car, which are symptoms of PTSD. And so I am still trying to heal. I have a therapist that I am speaking with. My children are also enrolled in therapy, and my cousin as well. So we all are trying to do our best to heal from this situation. Of course, we are keeping God first throughout everything, but we do have a long road ahead of us in terms of recovery.